Hello, customers, and welcome to another card review. Alright, this is me recording, and I have a new headset, which I already said in the video. And as you can see, I lost a bunch of shit because my Windows crashed, so that's gonna be fun. We're gonna put on some lovely Cuphead music, right? Some lovely music. Since everything is working alright, I had to redo everything, get all the things back I had. So annoying, but well, I did it, and I'm proud of myself. Not really, don't need to tell much, but we're gonna review Rogue, Paladin, and Mage because they only are missing one card. Cause yes, Harpoon, I got it. Because thing is, it's only the card reveal stream is today at, if I could see, it's in 5 hours and 12 minutes, so that's at 9 p.m. for me, so I have no time to actually record anything, right? By the time this ends, it's gonna be too late. And yeah, a bunch of complications. So I'll just review these three so I have enough time to get this video up today. And tomorrow, on the 5th, on the 6th, actually have the content ready to go ASAP, right? So back to our classes. We're gonna start down here with the Rogue. Alright, as usual I have my Hearthstone here to go in. And the Rogue, what does Rogue get? Well, Rogue gets secrets, and I actually really like this. But the only problem is when they get secret, you have to put at least 3 secrets in, so you actually can be secretive, right? Even though, meh. You know how secrets are. Alright, so let's start. Have sudden betrayal. When a minion attacks your hero, instead it attacks one of his neighbors. Now, people say this is like a misdirection, but it's better for Rogue because it only hits minions. Now, if this, when it hits, means both of them take damage, my god, my computer is going ballistic. Yeah, it's making weird sounds since I got my Windows 7 restarted, reinstalled, I mean. Right, so I think this card has some redeeming qualities if both of the minions take damage. If both of them take damage, like a 2-2 hits a 4-4, and they both damage each other, and the 2-2 dies, then I think this card is pretty good. Yes, I know, please fuck off. Oh my god, it's so annoying. So if it does that, I like it, right? I really like it. If it doesn't do that and only deals damage, but the minion itself doesn't take damage, it's so bad, it's unplayable, in my opinion. At least in, like, full arena, sure, 100%, why not? But if it actually hits, and both of them take damage, then I actually see this card being pretty decent. And like, yeah, I wanna play with secrets, and you could add this card in your deck and not feel bad about it. Cheat Death. When a friendly minion dies, returning to your hand, it costs 2 less. I really like this one because it's a tempo loss, but Rogue makes up for the tempo gain with all his strength. And if you return something to your hand, it costs 2 less. If it's a battle cry, it provides a lot of value. And like even playing Talnos, Prep, Fan of Knives have Cheat Death in play. They kill Talnos, you have a 0 mana Talnos. You can play and do a bunch of shit. That way, actually can set up for like a Malygos, like Talnos that got Cheat Death, or like you cheat death your Talnos, then you can play for free. You will pretty much get the free +1 damage to all your spells. So that'll be pretty cool. You don't get a good minion that's like, alright, you just play it on the board, have cheat death, you just kill it, then you can go ham with it. It costing 2 less, you can do a lot more. You can also put it on the board before and then go into your minion. Right, if I have some free tempo, So even with Auctioneer, you can play Auctioneer, Prep, Cheat Death. You draw 2 cards, you're like, alright, kill it. They, no, well, they'll have to kill it. So you have a 4 mana Auctioneer, can go even harder on. I really like this card, to be honest. Way more than Chief, the Sudden Betrayal, I mean. Kobold Illusionist, 4 mana 3/3. Summon a 1/1 copy of a minion from your hand. That's Death Rattle. 4 mana 3/3. Summon a 1/1. If the 1/1 is itself a Death Rattle, I think it's pretty good. If the 4 mana is the 1/1 is the end of turn effect, pretty good. We can play this, maybe do some cool combos with it. Yes. Death Rattle Rogue is just pretty good. I don't see a problem with this card. 4 mana 3/3. When it dies, you spawn another Death Rattle. You get like a Huckster. You get another card. You get like this was some. What are some of the other things? My god, you stupid PC! What the fuck is going on there? Alright, Death Rattle. Alright, good thing I can spell it. Alright, don't have to anyways. Rogue. You get a J Swarmer. Pretty much get a free J Swarmer. Get another City Hoster that's really decent. Zeril, that's really good. Deadly Fork, get a free 3/2. Why not? Bone Barrel? Meh. I feel better. Any others? Oh, you get a free Sherazine. That's really good. Don't have her, but hey. What are some of these? Talnos, you get a free Talnos. Dude Hoarder Talnos, really good. Both of those. Harvest Golem, pretty decent. Shadow Gravekeeper, pretty good. Devil Sword Egg, completely bonkers. If you get the egg. Infested Tauren, good. Like, it works really well in a Death Rattle row. That if it actually works out and they get some support here, then I don't see why it would not work. Right? Seems really good. We don't have one of the rares. By the way, all these 3 cards are gonna go on them on the next review after all the cards have been reviewed. Which we're gonna review tomorrow. I'll go over all of them. Elven Minister, 4 mana 3/2. Draw 2 minions from your deck. My fucking god, this card is so stupid. It's a combo, but a 4 mana 3/2. Draw 2 minions. You know how people play Arcane Intellect on turn 3? Well, now if you coin Elven Minstrel, you get also a 3/2 and you get minions. So this goes perfect in every single deck. I don't see why you do not play this card. It's just geniusly fucking broken. A 4 mana 3/2 draw 2 cards. What the fuck is this? You just slap that into your Death Rattle Rogue deck. You get even more Death Rattle to play. You put that into your like your Miracle. You can fetch for your actually it's a really good fetching card. You can fetch for your combo cards that you're like 8 to 10 minions. Can very easily fetch with them. And also get a 3/2 body to actually challenge the board while drawing cards. My god, this card is good. Lesser Onyx Spellstone, 5 mana, destroy 1 random enemy minion. Bad. Play 3 Death Rattle cards so away, so destroys 2, then 3. Destroying 2, pretty good. I think it's really good, just destroying 2 enemy minions. If it destroys 3, it's like a board wipe for Rogue, which Rogue doesn't have that. So that's for like a Death Rattle Rogue, that's a more minion-centric deck. With all your Death Rattles and your good removal, you're gonna be able to get rid of the cheap stuff when they make like a really good tempo play, or they like manage to like clear your board, play a bunch of bullshit, get some good cards. You do a lesser Onyx Spellstone because you upgraded it, and you can clear their board. And for 5 mana, it's gigantic tempo, right? And Death Rattle minions are pretty good at holding the board early game, so you won't be losing the early game. I don't think so. This is the board wipe for Rogue, really decent. You do require to play 3 Death Rattle cards, which back to this one. I'm gonna have Talnos, that's for sure. We're gonna have Hucksters, Zerils. Those are 3. Talnos is 4. if you're playing Defra, you're also playing Jade Swarmer and Aya. Those are another 3. Loot Hoarder is gonna be pretty good to just have it in that deck. Infestator if you like want a taunt. There's probably more that I'm missing. What do you have here? My god. Holy shit, my PC is so loud. Oh my, what the fuck? You like hear that? Chill, dude, chill. Not my fault. What else do I have here? I mean, at least 1. I don't see the point of not having 1, because you have plenty of Death Rattles. Also have Journey Below to get more of them. So I just think it's just, why not have it, at least 1 of them, for like some AoE clear. I think 1 would be really good in Death Rattle Rogue. And if you only have 1, you're gonna upgrade 100%. Evasion. Secret. After your hero takes damage, become immune this turn. That's pretty cool secret. It's not like, it's not brain dead like Ice Block, and I fucking hate Ice Block. It's one of my most hated cards in this game that I would just want to disappear. But it's not kind of happening. So yeah, this is the Ice Block that I want to see played, because have to play it smartly. You can't just slap it on the board when you have like 3 free mana. You actually have to use your brain, and it can be better than Ice Block or worse than Ice Block, and requires skill. I really like this card. Having one of these in like a combo deck to like save your ass so you can get your combo off, that would be kind of cool. So a one-off to like, alright, I have this thing, but I'm not quite there. I need like 1 more turn so you can play Evasion, draw a bunch of bullshit, maybe like prep, sprint, evasion, right? Have all your cards you need, have evasion, then you smack your opponent, you kill him, right? Can go like an evasion, right? Go evasion, draw cards, right? Your opponent hits you like, alright. Then you go Valera, your opponent's like, alright. You draw 1 more card, you have the Shadow Reflection. That's when you go ham, right? And kill your opponent. I really like this card. Hopefully, it sees play like a one-off in like a combo deck. It'll be pretty decent, and I will really like that one. Felderai Strider, 4 mana 4/4. Shuffle 3 ambushes into your deck. When drawn, summon a 4/4 spider. Fuck, I really like this card, but my god, this seems so good. It just seems so good. Like a 4 mana 4/4. You're not sacrificing that much to play that. And then you can get like 4/4 spiders. So never go like ham and draw a bunch of spells and draw a bunch of cards, and moving your opponent board with all your good spells. You're also getting 3 4/4s. How this is impossible for this card to not be good. 100% impossible. I have my phone on silent, so 1 second. My god, that's so loud. What the fuck? Can you actually hear that? Does it show up here? Okay, it doesn't show up here. Good, good, good. Yeah, it doesn't show, so you might not hear it. I'll try to stay a bit farther away from the computer. Yeah, this card and this card in like a Miracle Rogue, genius. Elven Minstrel, genius in that deck. Even with this, cheat death. Have King's Bane, the legendary weapon for 1 mana 1/3. Shuffle this into your deck, it keeps any enchantments. So baseline is garbage if you don't draw it. If you can play this, turn 1, then you buff its attack, it's a 2 mana 3/3 weapon. That's already really good. Have play this on turn 1. Or yeah, you can play this on turn 1. You can like coin Deadly Poison. Then you have 2 mana. So with that 2 mana, you can like play like a Huckster, play like the Defies Ringleader if you're in a more aggressive deck. Don't know if that would work there. But 1 mana 3/3 weapon that you can draw it again seems pretty good. Has 3 attack and buff it. No, the buff rogue deck is just a meme. Pretty much have Deadly Poison. You can buff it with Leeching Poison, which if that works I would be amazed. Have Envenom Weapon. That would be pretty good, to be honest. What else you have? You have the Saucy Squid Face. Can make your weapon to not lose durability. So yeah, this card can be good because using this doesn't do much. It's 1 mana. You don't lose much at all, right? And just putting Deadly Poison, it's a 1 mana 3/3. If you draw it later, that's 9 damage. That's really good. So I kind of like it, and maybe it's gonna pull that rogue off. I mean, I already kind of played the variant. King's Bane would be a really nice addition. Especially playing Elven Minister to actually draw your minions to getting your Squid Face ready. You can buff it, and then you'll have more spells and decks, you can draw it faster. Yeah, kinda like it. Don't know if it's gonna work. It's kind of a meme, to be honest, but hey, have high hopes for it. Sonya Shadow Dancer, 3 mana 2/2. After a friendly minion dies, add a 1/1 copy of it to your hand. It costs 1. I really like this card. It's such a good card. You just play it, then like trade a Vile Spine, then you Vile Spine. My god, so much value. If you can play this, trade your Bomer, and play a Bomer. Oh my god, this card in like that Tempo Rogue, it's fucking bonkers. This will be such a good card if Rogue can, because Rogue actually Tempo deck trade. They trade until they get enough tempo to punch you in the face and kill you, right? You play good minions on your own, you smack your opponent's face a little bit, they play a minion, they efficiently remove it, and keep punching face. So with Sonya, you can turn your minions that are really efficient, when you have to do that trade, get so much value out of them, and so much tempo. Even though she's a 3 mana 2/2, if you 3 mana 2/2, your Bomer dies, and you play Bomer on Sonya. So you play the 4 mana 6/6 taunt and the 1/1, and the 6/6 has to die. I really like this card, and I see a lot of potential in the current tempo killer set. Also, if you get the killer set, it's so disgusting, like my god. So what we're seeing here is additions for that tempo rogue, additions for that for a Death Rattle rogue. This goes in every day, by the way. Have addition for like Miracle Rogue. This is just kind of there. And yeah, we already have this card. I really like. I think Rogue got some pretty cool tools, and they can easily expand on this one. They can go with this, with Death Rattle Rogue, can add a bunch of cool stuff with it. With like weapon, they have a bunch of cool stuff. Have these secrets that are really nice. This is gonna be so annoying. How are you on time? So we spent already a total of 90 minutes. We're doing great, boys. Paladin. Oh man, I really like Paladin, to be honest. Alright, have one more comment. Dry Gold Jailer. That's being covered. My computer is really scaring me. 2 mana 1/1. Add 3 Sylvan recruits to your hand. So there are a bunch of Sylvan recruit mechanics. Now it depends. You can also hand buff them, and they actually help with a lot of your things. But when it comes to like pure value, it's a 2 mana 4/4 in total, right? And really bad tempo. But the recruits provide a lot of like it goes to like Paladin, Sylvan hand. Right. What do you have? Have a Fine Cleaver against your recruits. Have Life You Stegodon, so you can buff all your recruits. Have Lost in the Jungle, Sin Against Darkness. Have a bunch of ways to actually get your recruits. Get a bunch of recruits and use Life You Stegodon. and a lot of cards actually synergize with them this time. So if you need more recruits, this I think is a pretty good alternative. It works with like hand buff because you put 3 things in your hand. It's not like Firefly when you only get a 1-2. So when it comes for like just hand buffing potential, this is pretty decent. Benevolent Jilin. 3 mana 2/4 elemental, and end of your turn restore 3 health to your hero. This card is really good. It fucks aggro really hard. In tempo decks, it goes toe to toe with them pretty well early on. It's a 2/4, and that pesky damage that they dealt already, it's all removed. So it's a really nice card, to be honest, that works really well with our next card. 2 mana 2/2, 2 mana summon 2 to Spear with Taunt, restore 3 health, already becomes a 4/4 and a 6/6. That's so good, to be honest. Like 2 mana 4/4 Taunt is great. 2 mana 6/6 Taunt. I think these 2 cards will fuck aggro and tempo decks up pretty dang nice, because the Lesser Person is so much tempo, and the Benevolent Jinn is a 3 mana 2/4 that's gonna contest their early game minions really well, and all that stupid bullshit damage they did is gonna get removed. I really like this card. The Benevolent Jinn and the Lesser Person, they are a really great addition to like a control paladin. That, not a silver hair recruit paladin, but a control paladin. They are really great, to be honest, together, making like a really good control deck. So I really like both of them. Unidentify Mole, gain a bonus effect in your hand. So we have 3 mana 2/2. Give your minions Divine Shield. Amazing. Sacred Mole, give your minions Taunt. Really only sometimes useful. Champions on summon 2 1/1 silver hand recruits. Fucking amazing. Blessed Mole, give your minions +1 attack permanently. Pretty good. Champions Mole, early game the best. Late game Purifier's Mole, the best. Blessed Mole, there it's decent. And the Sacred Mole, Yeah, I think a lot of people are saying like, yeah, it's a pretty good card. I see this in an aggressive deck, only in an aggressive deck, because you need a board for 3 of the effects. And bargaining at Champions Mole, meh. This will go in the Silver Hand recruit deck, because that deck will always have recruits and stuff to buff, right? So in the more like, not that Morlock Paladin, something like that, that's where it's gonna fit perfect. And the Sacred Mole can get like 2 recruits out, play the Sacred Mole, and play another card, and it's really annoying to actually kill the really important card. So this card, I really like it. For like a recruit deck, I think it's good. Or like a more aggressive, that doesn't need to be a recruit, you can just slap it in a Morlock deck. Crystalline, oh, it's time for me to go, my people need me. We're gonna continue this in a hello, we're back. Just jumping right into, I always do my intro because it's the only way I can start the video. No judging. Right, we left off of Crystal Lion. 6 mana 5/5 Divine Shield. Right, costs 1 less for each silver hand recruit you control. So if it costs a 5 mana 5/5 Divine Shield, that's a really well statted minion. Seems really good. 4 mana 5/5 Divine Shield. You play whenever you have a 4 mana 5/5 Taunt in the thing from below. You always play it. So this is gonna be better because Divine Shield is better than Taunt. And like a more aggressive like mid-range deck with recruits. So no, this is an auto including a recruits deck because it seems really strong. Of course, recruits deck have to be a thing, but in that deck the Crystal Lion is geniusly good. Cold Worms, 4 mana, recruit 3 minions that cost 2 or less. Alright, Paladin, what do you have? Nope, nope, nope. Radiant Elemental, Shadow Ascendants, Mana Geodes. Those are some really strong. Oh wait, what the fuck am I doing? Oh wait, Paladin, there you go. You just pass into priests. Start talking about priest cards. Alright, Well, you have the Dry Gulch Jailer. That's one of them. Oh. Oh god, so stupid. And of course I have Dirty Rats. Just lava crawlers if you need the anti-pirate. You can call to arms them. Knife jugglers to trigger. Millhouse. If you're gonna go that fancy. Maybe Morlocks, something like that. There aren't that many 2-drops if you want to. Well, does it 2 or less? I mean, okay, let's be honest. I love this card. This card is 4 mana, 6 mana worth of stuff. You instantly pull them from your deck. You don't have to draw them. This card is undeniably just amazing, right? It's all you want. 4 mana, you fill the board up, you get all the garbage from your deck into the battlefield, you're done. It's just genius. So, as a card, it's really good. Now, I made my computer not, fly away. In an aggressive or like even mid-range deck where you can, make space for your Tyrians and your big cards, just calling to arms your early game minions like that, genius. This card is just really good, and yeah, I mean, you have to play it. It's just that good, let's be honest. Level up, 5 mana, give your single-handed recruits +2/+2 and taunt. So that's how you buff your recruits. The Quartermaster was a 5 mana 2/5, but you would do that combo, then your opponent would be like, alright, punch him in the face, or either war clear, or just punch him in the face, has to trade with the recruits, and then you kill him, right? That's how you would play the old match if you're a warrior versus a paladin. Like, alright, he does that, all face, he has to trade, and then you kill him later on with a Grom, like in a rage combo, or like Grom the Cruel Taskmaster Whirling combo. And that's how you played it. But now you can't actually do that, so you sacrifice the 2/5 body, which was pretty good, decent with the 3/3s, and you put a taunt. So if you make a board against like the taunt will make sure when you do that they can't actually just ignore your recruits at all, right? But I have a feeling maybe it's a bit weak because it doesn't have that 2/5 really nice body, right? So I don't know if taunt is enough. Maybe if it was +2/+2 and Divine Shield, that would be something amazing. But +2/+2 and taunt is just decent, and you would definitely add this into a recruit deck. Why not? Valanier, 6 mana 4/2, give your minions your hand +4/+2 and dies, recoup this. So this was a pretty good comparison. Hammer of Twilight, which I love. So it's 5 mana 4/2, so costs 1 less, and you get the 4/2 on the board. Alright, so that's way more tempo than this card. This card is pretty slow. It costs 6 mana for 4/2, has to die, then it goes on a minion and you have to play. So it's really, or was I? It's really bad tempo. But if it lands on anything that's like Doppelgangster or Serenite Chain Gang, it's amazing because then you can't silence those cards. Yeah, this can get silenced on a minion, then kind of suck to play a 6 mana 4/2. So tempo, horrible, right? The tempo is horrible. The value is infinite, and that's why I have some pretty high hopes for this card. For like a Jin Spellstone deck with Valanier. Man, that would be good. Have the Jins healing you up and play a 2 mana 6/6. You make up for all that tempo loss you had to endure with Valanier, and the Jin keeps healing you up. That's really cool, to be honest. So have high hopes for this card. If it goes to like a full value, if you can buff a Doppelgangster, it's amazing. As you get 5 mana 6/4s. That has 4 attack, which kinda sucks. But you can put it in the chain gang, it's a 4 mana 6/5 with taunts. So maybe that one. Lionessa Sun Sorrow, 7 mana 1/1. Cast each spell you cast on your minion this game on this one. If you play only once, this card is worth it. So I don't see, like, even though silence is that prevalent, well, it is worse if it gets silenced, right? Tyrion is really bad against silence, right? Lenessa is really bad against silence, but you have so many things. Valnir is bad against silence. How many silence does a person have? Not that many. Like, alright, if you're not playing against priest, you're playing like against a warrior, the most they have is one silence, like a spellbreaker. That's it. Playing against a priest, that's where it kind of gets rough. You have double silence to the 5/5, but not the many people play it. It's gonna be at least C1 in your Raza priest. You have the 7 mana Screech, the read that puts that puts everything back into your deck. That one might be a bit nasty, but Lenessa is such a powerful card if it actually works. And if it doesn't work, your other cards that are also really powerful will work. So yeah, I mean, I have kind of high hopes for this card. It's can be bonkers, to be honest. Imagine a 7 mana 5/13 that's taunt summons 2/2/6 taunt. For 7 mana, that's bonkers. So Paladin has some. This for like a control Paladin, really nice. This for like a recruit Paladin, and this for like a more aggressive, maybe that same recruit deck or some other deck. You can find out. Then with Rogue, they have some pretty cool, but Paladin with these cards, I really love them. They have the Mage, last one, which is really interesting. So, Arcane Artificer, 1 mana 1/2. Whenever you cast a spell, gain armor equal to its cost. Elemental, it's 1 mana 1/2, so you can ping a 2 attack, 2 health minion if you are desperate, which happens. You only like a 1 mana 1/2 does a bit of work early game. It's also an elemental. It's gonna be pretty nice. And first of all, you get a lot of armor. And the new mage archetype that's being pushed here is some expensive spell. So playing this, then flame striking, oh, you just gain 7 armor. You clear the opponent's board, have a 1/2 that has to be killed, and if you actually clear the opponent's board and they can't kill it, they run into the risk of you just play something else. Well, I guess I remove it and get another 7 armor, right? So this card has a lot of potential. I have a feeling that Ice Block might get the D and get thrown into the Hall of Fame, which I actually hope so. So this card is gonna be really mandatory, since it's a million times better than Ice Barrier, because Ice Barrier costs 3 mana. Arcane Artificer already is a 1 mana 1/2, so it tanks at least 2 health. It can attack. If you play like a 4 attack 4 cost spell, is better 100%. Get the 4 armor right there. You can play it right away. You don't need to. You can like you play Ice Bear, and they just throw a spell and you cry and you die. You can play Arcane Artificer, play your big spell, and it's also must kill target. I really like this card, to be honest. I think it's very decent. Even Familiar, 2 mana 2/2, reveal a spell in each deck. If your costs more dry, so they put the Joust mechanic in, which I don't know if it's good, but now this is for spells, so it's much better for spells. And this is such a good card, 2 mana 2/2 beast that draws you a card. You know that 2 mana 3/2 that reveal like a Hunter. King's Elec. Where is King's Elec? Oh, it's on wild now. So it's 2 mana 3/2 beast, reveal a thingy. Then it's a 2 mana 2/2, so it's not a 3/2 but reveals a spell, which is better. Because you can play the Raven Familiar, then instantly get a spell and react to your opponent's things. And for that heavy cost spell, you can't run early game, you can't run Frostbolt, right? You can't run that. So you replace Frostbolt with Raven Familiar, which is a really good early game card that draws you a card. I think this card is really good in that sort of deck with Arcane Artificer and that whole shebang that's gonna be coming up. So I really like this card. No, it's a Joust, but Lesser Ruby Spellstone. Add 1 random mage spell to your hand. Play 2 elements to upgrade. Becomes add 2 and then 2 more at 3. This card, it's so good. If an elemental deck works, this is gonna be so bullshit. You're gonna hate your life because the 2 mana draw 3 cards, Cobblestone. You play Firefly, then it gets upgraded. Play like Firefly, turn 2. You like ping, coin Firefly, it gets upgraded. Then you play like Tar Creeper into like a Steam Surgeon. Like, oh, I literally sacrificed nothing, and I got the 2-mana Cobblestone. Good job, me. That's what we call skill, boys. Alright, Explosive Rooms. After your opponent plays a minion, deal 6 damage to it and any access to their hero. This for an aggressive that Tempo Mage. This is perfect for Tempo Mage, and in such a good way. It's good removal, so it's 3 mana, deal 6 damage. Amazing tempo. And if it kills like a 1-attack minion, well, they just took 5 damage. And killed their whatever garbage they played on the board that cost 1 mana or 2 mana, who knows. It's genius. I love this card, but it might also be horribly not fun to play against. So if Tempo Mage, not Tempo Mage, yeah, Tempo Secret Mage becomes a thing, this card will fuck you in the ass really hard. Yeah, 3 mana, deal 6. Kill a minion. Man, this is gonna be so strong. Daylight Manipulator, talking about strong, this is a card on a power level that's like, wow, what the actual fuck? 4 mana 4/5 elemental. If you're holding any card that didn't start in your deck, reduce their cost by 2. So let's say Ruby Stone works. It works with Pyros, it works with so many things that you're like, oh, works with like the 1/2s from like Firefly, they work with the elemental from Servant of Calamos. They work with the Flame Geyser that you get. This card is so broken. It's unbelievable. It's exactly what Elemental Mage needs to create that really good tempo swing. Right, and I love this card. And I can't wait to play an Elemental deck with it. It's also incredibly strong. Dragon's Fury. 5 mana, reveal a spell from your deck. Deal damage equal to its cost. All main. So you're gonna be playing a mage deck. Gonna be 5 and plus. So what 5 costs? You have Cobblestone. You're gonna have that in your deck. You have Blizzards. You're gonna have Meteors. You're gonna have Firelands. You're gonna have maybe this, maybe Pyroblast. You have all these spells that cost a lot. Though I need to get rid of this card. You have all these spells that cost a lot of mana. So it's gonna be at least. Also gonna have this in your deck. It's gonna be at least 5 mana. Deal up and 5 to a board. That's the best board clear in the game. 5 mana, deal 5. Wait. And can be even better than that. Is the best board clear in the game by far. And that deck is gonna be amazing. You like can like play this. We get a 7. You whoop your opponent's ass. And yeah, you can just play something else with it. It's really good. I love this card. This concept of like really high cost spells, mage, is genius to me. Oh boy. Deck of Wonders. 5 mana, shuffle 5 scrolls into your deck when drawn, cast a random spell. Fuck this card. This is a meme and I hope it stays a meme. I don't want this to be played, but it's gonna get randomly generated and I'm gonna suffer for all eternity. I hate this card so much. I don't want this card to ever be good. It might be able to put in like a Burn Mage if you're really desperate. Like, alright, well, I'm losing, so Deck of Wonders, do some bullshit with Alunef, and yeah, hope to God. And if that works, I'm gonna be really sad. Alunef, 6 mana, 0/3. At the end of your turn, draw 3 cards. So you don't play this in a control deck or a combo deck. No way. You just slap this into an aggressive deck, like the Burn Mage, and you quality burn the ever-loving crap out of your opponent with Alunef, because you draw so many cards. It's such a good card for that thing. And yeah, it might work really well with Deck Wonders. Yeah, and even if it gets oozed, you're gonna get 3 cards at the very least. No, the other 2 cards, like even they get oozed, it does literally nothing. For Alunef, you still get 3 cards, and they played an ooze in their deck, so it's not too bad to be honest if it gets oozed. Dragon Color Alana, 9 mana, 3/3. Summon a 5/5 dragon for each spell you cast this game that costs 5 or more. Oh man, so if you get 2 dragons, this is really good. And you're gonna play more than that. You're gonna play 1 tome at least, 1 meteor, 2 blizzard, 2 portals, 2 flame fucking strikes, maybe 1 barrel glass. You're gonna fill your goddamn worth with dragons, and you're gonna shit on priest. Because Dragonfire Potion work, but the re-scream will work, the psychic scream. I'm gonna call it the re-scream. Scream. So that might suck, but you're gonna put another Alana into your deck whenever they draw it. Just, oh, boom, they're back. Yeah, I mean, it's such a good value card, right? And it's, even though it gets kind of fucked by like a big, wide board clear, but it's gonna be like a 1-for-1, and something might survive. Like Brawl, both 1 of the 5/5 is gonna survive. Shadow Reaper, the 3/3 is gonna survive. Dragonfire Lich doesn't work. Psychic Scream get another Alana, but we get the 5/5. Don't know, what's the dragon? Do you show the dragon, the token? It's a 5 mana. It's kinda sucks if he gets pushed back into the deck. I guess a 5 mana, 5/5 meh dragon. So yeah, Mage. Also really like it. Have these 2 cards for your Elemental Mage. These cards for your really expensive spell deck. I really like. Have Alnef with Explosion and Deck of Wonders to do that bullshit. You have whatever left here. So yeah, all these Mage, Paladin, and Rogue, they are really like. Rogue is probably the one that, I guess, some death rattle things here. It's probably gonna work with cheat death. Sun and Betrayal maybe can, if it works. Like I said, if it doesn't, don't ever bother. This is just such a good card. It's such a good card. Like, Rogue got a lot of tweaks that are like, alright, let me put this into my deck and this into my deck. They don't really like, alright, let's make a deck around them. It's like, alright, well, I had those decks before. Let's just add them. Besides Kingsbane. I hope it's an enchantment, actually. Like, or a minion that gives an enchantment. That would be really good. I have Paladin, which is like the recruits. I really like those. Have Call to Arms, is such an amazing card. Have Lesser Perso and Benevolent Gym, which together are some of my favorite cards. Just really good value cards. I love them. Lionessa, just amazing. And Falanir, really slow tempo but amazing value over time. And it works with all of these cards. So this kind of said like you can get like up to three things, 3 archetypes for your classes. And man, I'm really excited for that, to be honest. Hope it actually works out. And yeah, well, I'm actually supposed to upload the video today. Shit, what, 6? I'm gonna have to figure that one out, huh? Well, this has been fun. I'll just leave it here. After this stream, it's gonna be at 9 PM. Probably gonna last about an hour or maybe more, so I probably won't be able to actually record anything that day. But as soon tomorrow, I'm gonna get home at 1:30. I'll try to record tomorrow to get at least 1 done. Like I get the video done today. Oh man, those were not words. So the video that I'm recording now is gonna be up probably tomorrow at 6. Then the other 2 videos is gonna be on the 6th at 1:03 and 1:06. So I have plenty of time to actually do those. So yeah, so we're gonna prepare for the launch. Of course, I'm gonna the video for the expansion is gonna come out on Friday, probably at 6, because meh, shit, you know, Europe. Yeah, yeah. I'm just gonna be here. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in this video. Bye bye.